jumping into one of our 10 faves from the day. If you missed our 10 fave show earlier at 3 a.m., well, this is one of them. We have a couple here in the hour today, and this is such a beautiful set. If you're someone that likes beautiful sheets, you like that luxury of 500 thread count cotton, but you don't like how much care it takes. Well, we have these beautiful easy care sheets because it's that combination, that mixture of that 500 thread count cotton mixed with a little bit of polyester, so it makes it so much easier to take care of. The beautiful lace trim that's very soft. It's not a scratchy lace, and look at the gorgeous colors that we have here. So we have this in that sharp gold, that really beautiful pastel pink, purple, the aqua, that nice blue, your ivory color, your crisp white, and oh, that charcoal gray is so rich. So look at this great price break here, saving you $20 today, $69.95, and you can take advantage of those 4 flex pays at $17.49. Great way to update your bedroom.
I can't even believe these sheets, because not only are you receiving the beautiful, beautiful lace detailing, not only on the flat sheet, but also on the pillowcases. These are 500 thread count. 500, not 200, not 300. 500 thread count. I was just doing a little online shopping, you know, as we all do, and I was looking at this very high-end, they have a catalog, they're out of Dallas, and they had a 50% off sale. They had 200 thread count sheets for $200.
Oh my gosh.
No detailing.
What?
So if you have ever wanted to try a really high thread count, this is the time to do it, because these feel amazing. And I love that these are easy to care for. You have that really nice cotton blend. It's cotton rich. So what that means is 500 thread count. That's the amount of threads per square inch. So it's a really nice tight weave. So you're gonna get a very, very soft tan with this. And it has a little bit of a sheen to it because it's mercerized. But then the fact that these are a cotton-rich blend, when you put them in the washer, put them in the dryer, they're going to shrink less and they're going to wrinkle less. So if you've ever dealt with 100% cotton sheets before, you know that they can get heavy, they wrinkle very easily, so I love that we've made these easy to care for. But I want to talk about the lace detailing too. This is 7.5 inches of lace on here. So that is the most lace that we have ever done, and not just on the front of the pillowcase, but also on the back. So on both sides, you're getting this beautiful detail. So not only are they super soft, I mean, just take a second. Think about the sheets that you are on right now. If you're in bed with us shopping, how nice for you. You're in bed shopping.
We're a little envious.
We're a little envious. We always want to get in bed during these fun Highgate Manor hours. But think about the last time you replaced your sheets, or maybe you've just always wanted to get that really high thread count, but you're like, oh, I don't want to spend, you know, $200, $300, $400. I love that we have brought this to you with the best quality, the best design, the best colors. So this is how you're gonna try it, and you're gonna fall in love with these.
Absolutely. So I wanna draw your attention to the 2 colors here in front of me. So this beautiful pastel pink, and then also the aqua color. These are our most limited in colors here, okay? So if you're thinking about these, definitely react quickly on these, because I don't want you to miss out, because this is an incredible price at $69.95. We do have this also on your 4 flex pays, so $17.49, and you're getting your full sheet sets. You're getting your flat sheet, you're getting the fitted sheet, and you're also getting those 2 pillowcases. So whether you went twin through California King, you just have to decide for that luxury, right? That beautiful lace, it adds that extra old world class charm to your bedroom, that elegant, that luxurious look that we all love, we all want, but we don't want to pay the price.
Exactly. And, you know, when you go into your typical home store, you're gonna have to pay a different price for a twin, for a queen, or for a king. Not here at HSN. That's what I love about our designers. We come up with the best colors, the best quality of fabric. And I want to go through the colors, because that's what makes this so special. Because even if you can find, you know, a king size and 500 thread count, you're not gonna be able to find these colors anywhere else.
No.
So how gorgeous is this gold? Really, really rich and buttery. This is the blue. Then we have the purple that's on the bed. I just like to separate these out so you can really see all of that color. Then we have the beautiful ivory. So, I mean, this is so vintage, so vintage. Look at that white. I love that, very bridal. And then Tracy, would you grab that gray for me?
Absolutely.
I know
this
you and I love
gray.
gray. So, you know what I love about the gray? You have that little bit of that modern twist with the color, but then you still have that vintage, elegant look with the lace, the aqua, and then the pink, that lace that Tracy is holding. So these are really beautiful colors, really easy way to add a pop of color into your bedroom, into your guest bedroom. But you know what? Sheets are so important. This is something that you're using every single day. And sometimes I think with everyday essentials, you know, sheets and foundation pieces like that, they kind of become an afterthought. These are so beautiful. They're so decadent, but they're still so functional. I mean, think about how you felt when you woke up this morning. You know, maybe you didn't feel like you got a good night's sleep. There is nothing like slipping into 500 thread count sheets. They're so nice and crisp. They almost feel cool to the touch, but then to also have this beautiful lace detailing on the top of that flat sheet, I mean, that is amazing.
You know, Kristen, I love too, because it does have a little bit of that polyester in there. So it doesn't take that care that an all cotton sheet is going to take, right? You don't have to iron so much. You don't have to worry about the wrinkles as much, and you don't have to worry about it being quite as stiff. So that 500 thread count, you're getting that real luxury feel that you love, but then you're getting that easy care of it, so blended together. So perfect marriage between the two, and then with that elegant lace there. If you went shopping for that lace, my gosh, like if you were going to make a dress, this would cost you an absolute fortune to have 7 inches of lace.
Oh, exactly. I mean, anytime you add lace to anything, whether it's linens or a garment, anything, it really ups the price so much. And so maybe it's something that, you know, you just never even thought about being able to have. I live in Charleston now, and I went into this high-end linen store that they have, and it's really beautiful. But they sell just plain old sheets that are, you know, 200, 300 thread count for hundreds of dollars, especially if you go up into those larger queen and king sizes. So the fact that you can get these home and try these, you will be amazed. You will feel so, so good. And this, you know, I think sometimes when we really get up to the higher thread counts, you think that, you know, that's really decadent. That's a splurge. You know, I don't feel comfortable doing that. You're going to feel guilty. This is something that's going to really change the way that you sleep. You're going to relax better. I mean, there's nothing like having a fresh set of sheets on your bed. Not only to have these beautiful colors, but to also have this lace detailing, not only on the flat sheet, but also, and I'm going to show the white, because I think the white is so crisp. Look at that. Look how much, it's not just like a little bit of lace. It's not just like an inch.
No.
Look at that.
I love a white sheet too.
Oh, I know.
There's nothing like a beautiful white crisp sheet.
There isn't. And I mean, just look at that beautiful filigree pattern on there. It's just, it's so elegant. Lace is something that never, ever, ever goes out of style, especially, you know, it's Fashion Week right now, and we're seeing a lot of lace in ready-to-wear too. So I love that, you know, just like you change your wardrobe for your season, you need to change your sheets as well. And this is a really fun way to do that. But again, 500 thread count, and these are easy care. So we still want you to take them out of the dryer right away, but you put them on your bed, you smooth them out, and it's gonna be so much easier to care for than your traditional 100% cotton. And what I like about these too is that they're nice and lightweight. When you get up sometimes into that higher thread count, they feel heavy. These don't weigh you down at all.
No, absolutely. And you know, I think this is a really nice way, you know, the gray that we both love. It's a nice way if you have a man sleeping in your bed with you. Do you have a hard time figuring out what's a feminine way to have my bed, but not too feminine?
Yes.
Having this in these darker colors gives it that nice option, right? It takes that masculine edge, but then you're feminizing it with the lace. So it's a nice little marriage of the two, really pretty. And if you already have maybe white bedding on your bed, you know, maybe you have a white comforter, changing up, just adding a different color there is just going to change the entire look of your bed without having to spend that money of going and getting a paint job in your house, right? Hiring that painter. Sheets are just a really easy way to make a transition in your room, to freshen it up. When was the last time you actually looked at your sheets, looked at the condition that they're in? Because I find that that's one of those things you wash every week, you fold them up, you put them in your linen closet, then you put other ones out, and they just get so tired. And it's nice to update that because you spend so much time in your bed.
Yes, you do. Or if you're like Tracy and I, you don't get to spend that much time in bed, but you want the time you spend in bed to be quality, to be relaxing. I wanted to show you the fitted sheet too, because what's really nice about our fitted sheets is that they're elasticized all the way around, not just on the corners, all the way around the fitted sheet. Nice deep pocket, 15 inches. So this is gonna be really easy to get on your bed, but it's also gonna stay in place, which I think is so important. So easy on, easy off, super easy to wash these. But like Tracy was saying, think about the last time you replaced your sheets. They shouldn't just be an afterthought because they really can make such a big, big difference, especially in these colors. And you can have fun with it. You know, if you can get more than one set, maybe do a little ombre look. You could do the white with the cream, or maybe you could do the pink with the purple.
Really pretty.
Really just, you know, have fun. You know, we have extra pillowcases that you could get as well. But think about, not only if you had these in your master bedroom, but if you had these in a guest bedroom and you had someone come over to stay and they pulled back the comforter, the coverlet, the duvet, whatever it was, and then they saw this beautiful lace detailing, this beautiful lace edge. I mean, it's something that you just don't see every day. You just don't. But it makes such a big, big difference, especially in these colors. And I love this little bit of sheen that we've added as well. So it has a nice mercerized finish, so it's not gonna look flat. It's gonna have a little bit of a sheen to it. It makes it look special, makes it look elegant. And another thing too that I like, this lace, this detailing, you would expect it to be like really scratchy and rough and hard, and it's not, which I think is really, really important. But look at that. This isn't just 1 or 2 inches. This is 7.5 inches of lace.
It's a lot of lace.
That is a lot of lace.
And they did a beautiful job, I have to say, of the way that it's been stitched down, right? You're not gonna have to worry about it, that it's gonna flop up, you know, once you're laundering it. It's really nice, a very nice quality sheet, I have to say. $69.95. You have your 4 flex pays of $17.49, and you just have to choose which color you wanna go with. We're offering this from Twin to California King, and we have so many beautiful colors that you can change up your bedroom just changing your sheets. Very easy like that. We're gonna go over the colors with you again so that you have those right in front of you. Maybe we could put the screen up and show you all those color choices again. So we have that great gold color. I love it. It's so majestic and opulent. Then that really beautiful soft petal pink, your rich purple, that aqua, that really nice blue, nice shade of blue that you don't see very often. Your ivory, your crisp white, and of course our favorite, dark gray there. So great color options there to go back with all of your bedding that you may already have. We also have a comforter set coming up in a little bit, and how great would that gold set look with that?
Ooh, yes. Ooh,
perfect, right?
Yeah, we'll have to bring that over there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, but I mean, not to take away from the design, because the design and the detailing in this is amazing, but these are 500 thread count. What's the highest thread count that you've ever treated yourself with? This is something that you are going to enjoy and get so much use out of. And think, our lives are crazy and they're hectic and they're busy. Hopefully your bed is a place that you can go to recharge and relax. Maybe if it's even just like a little nap. This is something that you're really going to feel the difference. There's so many times that you can kind of get away with getting something of lesser quality, but when it comes to sheets, when it comes to linens, especially 500 thread count, you notice the difference absolutely immediately. And I love that these are easy care because, again, they're a little bit more lightweight than your traditional 100% cotton sheet. So they're not gonna weigh you down, which I think is so important, especially if, you get hot in the middle of the night and then you're cold and then you're hot. This is something that's gonna feel so nice against your skin. And again, that 500 thread count is referring to the number of threads per square inch. So the tighter the weave, the higher the thread count, the softer that these are going to be against your skin.
Really nice. And usually, for a 500 thread count sheet, you're going to spend a fortune. And then you're worried getting into bed, right?
Exactly.
I mean, if you spend that much on your sheets and you think about, oh my gosh, all right, don't move too much. Should I get every bit of makeup off my face? Don't let the dog in the bed with me. You can't enjoy them. So at this incredible price break of $69.95, I mean, this is what you would spend on a very low quality sheet, and you're getting 500 thread count here with that 7.5 inches of lace, that beautiful detailing that's going to give you that old world class charm. But then these colors are giving it that real modern edge. So beautiful styling. That transition look is so popular right now. If you look into any of the home decor magazines, that, all those glossy ones, well, transition, that is the biggest buzzword. So this is a way to do that, keeping that traditional feel with that beautiful lace, but then also bringing in that modern look with these great colors.
Yeah, you can't find colors like this.
No, you really
anywhere,
can't.
especially when you get into the queen and the king, especially the king sizes. You know, when you go to the store, if you can find white and maybe off-white, if you're lucky.
Right.
So
and especially at this price point, because normally you'd have to go to a
happen.
discounter to get this price point. Right?
Exactly.
And then you're lucky if you find white or a really bizarre print.
Yes, yeah, that you're like, I really don't want that, but I really like the high thread count.
Yeah.
You're getting the best of all worlds here. And I wanted to show you again how gorgeous the lace detailing is on the flat sheet. I mean, this is so, so pretty. This is something that you just don't see every day. And again, I love that it's that really pretty solid, kind of like what we were talking about with the coverlet. This is such a nice way to add dimension, add texture, just add that unexpected element, but it's not going to fight with anything else in your bedroom, in your decor. It's just gonna be a really nice added detail that just makes it look so rich and, like you were saying, old world. I mean, lace is something that is, it's never ever gonna go out of style because it's so sophisticated, it's elegant. But then these are 500 thread count in all of these amazing, amazing colors. I mean, this is something that you really need, if you can, to get a couple of sets to just add into your linen closet.
Absolutely, and I love that we're seeing that reemergence of lace becoming so popular. We are gonna take a very quick spotlight break with Leslie, and then we're gonna be right back with a lot more